Hi there. I'm Michelle Whitehead from Carefree Counsel. Welcome back to my Serenity Snippets, your dose of insight for building a safe, sane, and sustainable business without losing your mind or your integrity. Today, I'm exploring why real legal risk hides in the quiet, ordinary stuff, not the big courtroom drama. When many small business owners hear the words legal risk, they picture a dramatic scene, a furious client, a threatening letter, a court summons, something that involves lawyers in suits and raised voices and nasty allegations. And yes, that can happen. But in 15 years of working with business owners like you, I can tell you that the real risks almost never look like that. They're much quieter, much more ordinary, and honestly, much more preventable once you know where to look and what to look for. Here's what I mean. Imagine a naturopath who's built a beautiful, personal way of working with pregnant mothers. A past client desperately seeks her advice months after the birth because she's struggling with her baby's reflux and she doesn't know anyone else she trusts. So the naturopath finds herself, without quite meaning to, suggesting supplements for an infant while frantically researching to double check they're safe. Or maybe imagine a virtual assistant who tells a new client, "Oh, don't worry, I'll have this done in no time." But then life happens and no time becomes 3 weeks or maybe 3 months. We've all been there. Or perhaps you can imagine a life coach who's built such a warm, trusting friendship with the long-term client that the sessions have stopped feeling like sessions at all. But then suddenly she's lying awake at night trying to work out how to enforce her boundaries around time and payment without damaging the relationship. None of these are dramatic. None of them involve anyone behaving badly. They're just the normal human moments where care, enthusiasm, and connection can tip almost invisibly into risk. So I want to give you a different way of thinking about legal risk today. Instead of picturing a courtroom, I want you to picture a slow leak. Not a flood, not an explosion, just a small, steady drip that, left unnoticed, eventually causes real damage. Most legal problems in small businesses aren't caused by a single catastrophic decision. They're caused by a series of small, well-meaning choices that added up over time. The beautiful thing about this reframe is that it takes away the shame. If risk crept in quietly, it can be caught quietly too. You don't need to overhaul your entire business or become a different, more guarded version of yourself. You just need to know what to look out for. Over the next few snippets, I'm going to be walking you through some of the most common places I see this happen, regardless of what kind of unconventional, heart-led business you run. Scope creep, competence creep, promising outcomes you can't fully control, boundaries that blur without you choosing to allow them to do so, and the particular risks of running an online business. If any of what I've described today feels a little too familiar, I want you to know something important. This doesn't make you a bad business owner. It makes you a generous one. And generous business owners are exactly who these snippets are for. So thanks for watching, and remember, the real risks in your business are almost always quiet and ordinary, not dramatic, which means they're also completely preventable once you know where to look. Let me know in the comments, did any of these Me Too moments hit a little bit too close to home for you? I'd love to hear your stories. Thank you so much for joining me for this Serenity Snippet. If this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share with anyone you think needs to hear it. Until next time, keep working towards your happy ever after by building a business that is safe, sane, and sustainable. Bye for now.